Okay, so today's episode is a little bit different. As you can tell, we're out and out in the outdoors, and today we have my husband as a guest, so he can talk a little bit about what it's like being the sole provider, a husband, a father of three girls plus a bonus one. So let's get into it. Fabian, what does it feel like to be the main provider to our family?
Well, it's kind of a hard job. You take care of most of the bills. You have to also be the man of the house. I feel like it was more challenging back then when we were younger. I think now as we're getting old and our kids are growing up, I feel like it's becoming much easier.
Okay, so be honest. Do you ever feel pressure or stress from that responsibility?
Yeah, actually, sometimes I feel like that is more pressure. Now we're getting our girls into sports, so we have extra expenses. They're eating more. We spend more on food. We spend like a minimum $300 when we go to Costco, and that's just like for the week. It is stressful, but I don't really like to for it to get to me. We're also blessed that I'm able to provide for all of us, and also have the chance for you to be at home, have the meal ready, be there for the girls, be that role model that they need. It's a balance, but it is stressful at times. But I just don't let it get to me.
Okay. You just said that it can be stressful and a little bit pressure because the girls are getting into sports, they're getting older, eating more, growing, so more money on clothes as well. All our girls are very tall, so shoe size we can't buy kids shoe size, we need to buy adult size and all that. Okay. And you said that we're blessed because I'm able to stay at home, right? But my question to you is, do you ever wish that maybe I will work full time, like me full time, you full time? Do you ever wish that?
Sometimes I do. It sucks. Like I get paid weekly, so sometimes seeing that amount by the before the next billing cycle, I'm left with like $20, $6 sometimes. There's even weeks be left with $0. But I make sure obviously that the bills are taken care of. I do wish sometimes not have a full time, but a part time, so like we can have like extra cash, extra money to like I guess go out. Even though we do go out,
So you think we are living paycheck to paycheck and a part-time job will help us to go out more and maybe take out the pressure a little bit?
well, I mean we technically are living paycheck to paycheck, but we also I feel like I also have. Well, I mean, we also have the luxury like where we can make it with one income. Not necessarily like living paycheck to paycheck, but in a way, yes, because some weeks are harder. Sometimes my checks do fluctuate.
Sometimes I don't want to deal with like getting a job and then coming home and doing all the labor because at the end of the day I feel like I'm the one who's going to be responsible for washing, cleaning because he does have a night shift and I don't want to expect anything from him. So at the same time sometimes I'm like no because I just feel like I'm going to put a lot of pressure. But now that we are speaking about it, I definitely should look into getting a part time. That way, there's less pressure on your part. And well, that's why I make these videos too, because like one day I will want to, earn money from social media. Give me a follow, support my journey. All right, so let's switch it up a little bit. I did mention that we have four daughters. How does it feel being a girl dad?
Oh, I never really expected to have girls. I guess coming from a family of five brothers, I never thought that. I guess we'll have all girls, but I'm not mad about it. I'm not like have that like oh we need a boy. Like I was the oldest. Like I said, five brothers. I grew up with them. Pretty happy. I'm blessed, honestly, to have four daughters. It's a challenge having five girls with different hormones, different emotions, dealing with hair in the bathtub. That's something new to me. Like I said, coming from all boys, that's something I would never have to worry about. Even when we clean, like there's just hair everywhere.
All
It's
right.
like having dogs.
So no, we don't got dogs. Okay, so what is your favorite part of having daughters? What's one thing you like or that you see?
I used to think back then that you needed to, I guess, have boys who play sports, do boys things, but I'm finding now that it's the same with girls. They play sports. I play sports with them. One of my daughters has the same taste of music that I do. She's just it's a renaissance when it comes to music. Like her music taste is a little bit of everything: hip hop, jazz to country, R&B. It's crazy to see that.
They have a little bit of you.
Yes, and then my other daughter, she's sweet, nice. She's very polite, very she's loving, and I don't know. I feel like in a way she gets that from me. Those are some of the traits I believe that I have, and she's actually somewhat like me, that she puts everybody first before she puts herself.
And she's also pretty good at sports. Like
She's very good at sports.
kind of like you.
I was not expecting that from her. I was expecting the other one to be more athletic when it comes to sport, and the one that
You least expected.
wasn't expected is the one that is actually very good at sport, and she loves playing sports too.
Okay, next question. What do you love about me? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Right, next question. Do you think having all girls has changed you?
I don't think it has changed me. It's made me understanding women's feelings.
You even cry too.
Um, I mean,
I'm just kidding. He doesn't
I
cry,
don't I don't
but
cry. I don't think
he
I've ever
doesn't
cried.
cry, but sometimes he's like on his period. But I think that's when he doesn't get laid. But that's another topic.
I mean, but as far as what
Changing
you
you?
asked,
Yeah, if they changed you?
I don't, I don't think it changed me. I think it's a challenge, especially different stages of like our kids' life, different stages of our lives. Right now I'm at a stage where I do work sometimes 10 or 12 hours a week. I'm sorry, a day. You sometimes only get to see me for like maybe like 4 hours at the most.
But I think there's a balance right there because you come out like at 11, 12, right?
10
And since
o'clock, 11, yeah.
11, 12, 10. And because I'm a stay-at-home mom, I think I'm able to enjoy you more because I'm a stay-at-home mom. Because from 10 to 2, 10 to 3, me and you are able to have some type of connection even if we're watching a show, we're running errands. So I think in a way it balances out because like let's say I was to have a full-time job, I don't think I'll see you as much and it'll be a problem to me because me personally I like to spend time with my husband, you know what I mean? And if I wasn't to have that time alone with you, like I don't know if we would be as strong as we are. And I feel like the ones that kind of do miss out are the kids because you only see them for like 2 hours a day and they do miss you. But I feel like you also make it up on the weekend because on the weekend you get out of work, you take a nap sometimes, but at the you always try to make time for us and take us out. Like you don't you push yourself a lot. So am I gonna get
Yeah,
teary?
actually,
But hold on. But what I want to say is that they're very lucky to have you because regardless like how tired you are, you always push yourself. And on the weekends you could decide to rest, but you don't. You say, "Hey, what are we going to do as a family?" So that speaks volume of you. You get me?
going back to what you said about like we get to actually spend time together. Yeah, you're right. If it's like you said, watching a show, running errands, or playing tennis, sometimes, or going for a walk, like
Or like today we're over here at Long Beach.
yeah, we're here at Long Beach.
Beautiful day.
This is more of my trait that I like to do. I think you're more of a planning person. Like you like to have everything planned, and I like to just
Go with the
go
flow.
with the flow. I have noticed that even though this schedule does kind of suck, I only sleep sometimes 5 hours
Hour,
at the
4
most.
hours.
4 hours. When I do get lucky, I do sleep like 7 hours. I do want to spend time with my kids, and I don't want to like go the whole week without seeing them. Yeah, I do have those times where I'll tell you like, hey, I'm tired today. Like, I need to get like at least 7 hours, and like you understand, and
For the most part.
for
No,
the
just
most, yeah, I mean,
kidding.
you do understand that you You tell me even yourself like I should get rest. You could even sometimes see it in my face that I'm tired, I'm gassed.
This is what's working for us now. Obviously, it's not perfect. You know, in the perfect world, he'll have a different schedule. I'll have a job, I guess. But honestly, I don't know if I should even say that. But I don't want just a regular job. Like I want to be able to build something, a brand, and that's why I'm doing this because I want to be flexible with my time too. I want to be there for the kids. Yeah, sometimes I complain that it is hard work because when he's sleeping, it's everything on me from 4 p.m. to night shift. That's just me, and it could be frustrating. But at the same time, I don't think I'll change it for anything in the world because I love being with my kids, even though it is hard. So it's like a sweet and sour situation, you know? I have the luxury of being with my girls, and I always think about it like, okay, so if you were to be born again, do you think you'll do it again? And honestly, I think I would because I love my kids. I don't think I'll be happy if I was to work a lot and not be able to spend time with my kids. And I hope that in the future, my kids are able to see the sacrifices that I did, the sacrifices that their dad did, and that at the end of the day they love us and they come visit us whenever they're, you know, they move out or they don't move out. And it's funny because back then I used to say I can't wait for them to turn 18, you know, like after 18 I'm not gonna take care of them anymore, they're gonna be on their own. But no, like now I find myself talking to my husband and saying, hey, like, well, maybe we should get a big house and have them live with us, you know. So it's just different how things have changed throughout the years. So with that being said, how do you think we have changed as a couple as the years have gone by through having multiple kids and getting older? Do you see a difference from like the beginning to now?
I think what has helped us out mostly is we communicate, even though sometimes we may not agree. Tell me, I guess, how you feel, and I tell you how I feel about a certain thing. I see that you work with it. I think vice versa too. I mean, I try to at least work with you, even though like
Sometimes we do kind of like bump heads, you know, and sometimes we do need like a little space between us, I guess. And then I'm like, "Hey, you know what? I'm sorry, you were right." And it's a lot about of that, like when we have like misunderstandings where maybe he's being stubborn, maybe I'm being stubborn, but for the most part, I think will you say I'm the stubborn one
um
or both of us?
I would say mostly you, but
But I
I
come
think
to
it could be
my
because sometimes like I don't know if it's because you're like in a defensive mode and you have sometimes what is that word I'm trying to look for like I don't know, you feel like attacked in a
yeah,
way.
I don't know why. That's something that I might have to do a lot of work.
Hmm.
I have to see a therapist or write it down. But I do notice that I sometimes come out as defensive. But for the most part, we both try to understand one another.
Yes.
Maybe it takes us a day, or maybe, you know, he goes to sleep and he wakes up like nothing happened and I'm still mad.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, then he tries to understand, and then sometimes I just cool down. But yeah, it's a lot of communication,
Because I
and
will wake up sometimes and give you kisses
then I'm just mad.
and hug you, and I'll be like, "Why you mad?" And then
Yeah.
you're like, "Really? You're gonna ask me why am I mad?" And
A
I'll
lot.
forget. I honestly forget what like I'm the type of person that could just some that
You
for
go
the
to
most
sleep,
part
you
I'll
go,
let things go.
yeah, you could go to sleep
I'll let things go. You know.
so I think it's
Definitely.
communication and compromise. You know,
We do
sometimes you're
compromise. Yeah.
gonna get your way, or sometimes you're not gonna get your. And it's not about getting your way, but it's like coming in the middle.
Okay, so let me tell you this. Earlier, we were trying to decide where to eat, and I was trying to ask you where do you want, and you're telling me whatever you want. Do you want me to like just decide where, or do you like the fact that I like have you choose where? Cause I feel like I get anything honestly. Like you know, I'm not a picky eater. You know,
I think for me it was more of you said that you wanted to go eat seafood,
yeah.
and then you mentioned, what else did you mention?
I mentioned two seafood places actually. So I
Oh
had
yeah, two
mentioned
seafood
yeah.
places. Yeah, but because I'm trying to lose weight, because I feel like I'll feel a little bit more comfortable with less weight. I wanted
Which
to
I don't
eat
think you
some.
have to, but okay.
Thank you. I felt like eating something healthy. So the choices that you were providing, like I was down for anything, but I should have said I'm down for anything that is healthy, and I didn't start with that. I just said anything. So I guess
But my question is, do you like, do you want me to just decide and take control of that situation, or are you okay with like me giving you like
I think
me asking for you like for opinions and options of like where to
I
choose?
think it depends on the way I feel. So sometimes, like, yeah, whatever you want, and most of the time is like, give me options and I'll choose which one is the best that I want.
And I mean, the reason I asked that because I think the show we were watching yesterday, it was this girl that said that she likes when men take control and they decide they don't have to that the woman doesn't have to decide. But then I guess she goes back on what she said because now she was saying that he was too controlling, that he just dictated,
Yeah.
dictate everything. So that's why I
You're
just asked.
asking. Oh, okay. No. I think we passed the stage where I want you to take action. I think at the beginning when we
Okay.
first started, I felt like I was the one like, hey, we should do this, we should do that, blah 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 blah. But I think now you've done. I kind of mold you. You gotta mold your man, guys.
What do you mean by mold?
Not mold you. But kind of like tell you like, hey, I would like. I think back then I used to complain like, hey, we should do something, And now, like, I don't know what happened in you that now you make plans. And back then it was just me, 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 me. Like, hey, we should do this, we should do that. What are we doing? What are we doing? And now it's like you've taken control. So I like that. Like you taking control, but at the same time giving me the options of, hey,
I think
well,
sometimes because I just look at my bank account, I'll be like, do we have enough to do that? I'll be like, all right, yeah, we do. Come on,
okay.
let's go do something, And I already have, I guess, calculated how much I'm gonna have for rent and for phone bill, car bill, groceries. So whenever like I see that
You have
there's
extra.
extra money, I'll I guess make the plans, take initiative on what we do, and sometimes you even tell me like, "You sure you got it?"
Yeah. Okay, next question. When life gets busy and it's stressful, how do you keep your relationship grounded, or even like you being a father or as a person? How do you stay grounded? I know how,
Um,
but
I
let's
don't
see who
know.
says it.
I sometimes I guess it's hard. You have all this multiple things going on, like bills, kids, wife, the stress of workload, the stress I guess of being
A husband.
a husband and a father, a man of the house. So
So how do you feel like you stay grounded? Like if somebody was to ask you like, hey, like I'm having a hard time, and he's a father, and he works a lot. Like, what helps you to kind of like?
I try to live it very stress free. Hakuna Matata, I guess that's what I tell you sometimes, right?
He's not saying it, but honestly, I think what helps him is sex. Like if sex is the one thing that kind of helps him like
Oh,
release stress, and if he doesn't have it, oh my god,
well, I
he
mean, you gotta realize like working sometimes long hours. Shit, I'm fucking for like 90% of the time. I see just men, like
So you
something.
you feel like sex is your number one stress reliever?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's number one, but I mean, it's for sure top five, definitely, probably top two.
Okay, so what's your number one?
I mean, I like money, I guess.
So when you see money, that excites you.
Oh
That
yeah,
that yeah.
definitely. 'Cause I guess it gives me more chance to around with the money, save, invest some.
All stocks.
We go out, yes, and take trips.
We did go to Chicago this year though.
Yeah, we did go to Chicago. Even though we don't travel like outside of California as often, but like we'll go to like to San Diego or 2 day trip to like Sequoia or go to Nevada, Arizona. When I do have that extra money that also helps out with
So in other words, Myra, get a part time so we could go out more, huh?
no, because like I said, I mean, well, right now, like in work, it's slow, and I'm pretty sure it's slow all across the nation.
That's
It's
another topic that we should definitely get into because the cost of living is just getting higher.
yes, it is. I
You go to
mean,
Costco and the prices are moving up. And also, I just got an email today that the electricity bill is going to go up to like 13% or something like that.
yes,
So
yes. I mean, we've even talked about the topic about
moving out somewhere else.
moving out of state, because it's becoming very expensive over here. Like at least if we want to get a home and the type of home that we want, I don't think we're gonna be able to afford it here. And if
Unless I
we're,
make it on YouTube.
yeah, but I feel like even if she was to get that home, I mean, if we were to get that home, like,
We won't get our money worth our money, our
yes,
buck for our money,
you
or how
know,
do you say it?
yeah, and I don't think we were gonna be able to accomplish that here in California. I would love to
Stay here.
stay here. You know, we grew up here. We're from here. You know, this is literally all we know.
Our family is here too.
Yeah, our families are here. You know, we
So,
live in the best city. So
let me stop you right there too, because this is another conversation and it's probably going somewhere else. But hearing your mom talk about like how she came when she was like in her 20s, like she moved out of a country to come over here. My family too. My parents, like, because to me, like, moving to Chicago is scary because I'm like, no, well, what about family? But then at the same time, it's like, well, what about your parents? Your parents were young and they moved out. So I think I am down to get a bigger house. Okay, so what do you think makes our marriage work? We did talk about two things. I think we talked about compromise and also understanding each other. So, like, actually listening to one another of what that person wants. Is there anything else you want to add? I also want to add sex, because without sex, I don't think so. And you gotta kind of compromise with the one that has the higher desire, because or else it is a problem. We've been there. What do you think?
I don't know if partly this works with us because we're completely
Different.
different as far as personality. I feel like we're two people, I guess, that we don't have anything, didn't have anything in common. You know, I think probably the only thing we had in common was seafood or but
Food.
yeah, food really. I mean, I think that's everybody has that in common. Even though we're both Latino, Hispanic, we grew up completely different.
He's the cool one. I'm more.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the cool one,
He's
but
the cool one. He's the cool one. He knows about hip hop. He's street smart. He's YouTube smart. He has a bachelor's degree from YouTube. Like, all his information, he gets it from YouTube. He could have a conversation with anybody about anything. Me, I'm more of like, oh, so why do you feel that way? Oh my God, girl, like, it's okay. Like, I'm more like, I don't know, like, about life. And he's more interesting, to be honest. And I'm trying to be a little bit more like him.
well, that's where I was, I guess, heading at. Like, you are open
Learning.
to learning. You were somebody that would never watch anime. Got you into it, enjoyed it. You didn't think anime would be what it is.
He's building my personality.
Not necessarily. You know, I also you got into some of the music that I like, and then you introduced me to some of your music. We are open to learning about each other's like
Interests.
hobby and interests, and I think that's one thing that helps
Helps us.
us.
But at the beginning, it wasn't like that. Remember, at the beginning, I was more like me, 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 I think.
I think one thing about me, I will tell you too, like, bro, like, you're freaking selfish, like, and you would I like one thing I love about you is that you not only do you acknowledge it, you also realize it and you try to work on it. Obviously, you're not gonna, Rome wasn't built in a day. You actually work on your, what do you call it, bad habits.
My faults.
Yes, your faults.
I think I can agree with that. I think, like, if I don't like something, I will try to work on it. I think I've grown so much from the first time that we met each
Yes,
other.
you've been a completely different woman, like, from the 21-year-old to the 33-year-old.
34, bro.
34.
34.
Well, I'm trying to
How
get
long?
an age.
I know. How long have we been together?
Wow, 13 years already.
Yeah, 13 years.
We've been married for about to be 2 years. I don't know what took so long, right? But
You guys want to know more about how we met each other? How was it at the beginning of the relationship? Comment below. Hey, we want to hear more of your story. But for now, I'm going to just ask the last question. The question is, and if our girls were listening to this one day, what advice would you want to give them about love or choosing a partner?
first of all, I would say that I love them, all four of them. I'm sorry. I love you guys all with all my heart. I wish nothing but the best for you guys, and hopefully you guys get to accomplish whatever dream that you guys have and more. As far as advice, somebody that loves them, my dad told me this, and I guess this is probably one reason why I'm with you. But find somebody that loves you more than you love them.
I feel like you love me more than I love.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. So you think
Um,
I love you more than
I
you
think at the
love
beginning,
me?
yes.
I feel like when we first met, I wanted him. I think he wanted me more, but then something happened, and then I wanted him more, and I really did try to get him. Like I even started cooking for him.
Yeah.
Like I started spoiling him, and I think that's what he felt because he felt for me because he even said that he was never gonna get with somebody with a kid. And I had a kid. I'm just blessed to have him, honestly. He's grown a lot as a man from the beginning. From the beginning, I had to kind of like, it started as like, what are we? And he said, what do you mean, what are we? And I was just like, all right, like peace.
I
Because
think I told you we were just dating.
we're just dating. And to me, it was just like, no, I'm looking for something serious, because I already had a kid. I don't know. I'm a lover girl. And now we're here 13 years later.
Most about just make sure that they love them for who they are. Be sure of that person, because there's you see relationships where like somebody loves the other person more, and then the other person is still like on the fence.
One advice that I will give my girls is to find somebody like their dad. They see how he treats me. You gotta find somebody like that. I think he's like the perfect example of what a man should how a man should treat a girl. And I think they have very high standards to me, thanks to you.
Well, thank you. I mean, I wouldn't consider myself
The perfect example.
yeah, the perfect example. I mean, I appreciate that you mentioned that, because I know there's a lot of things I have to work on. It's not like a movie where you have this picture perfect husband, picture perfect wife, and everything is literally like
But I
a
am
movie scene.
perfect. I'm just
You
kidding.
know, it's this is real life, and real life.
There's always problems. There's always something to
Problems.
work on.
Yeah,
I think you have to find the beauty in the chaos.
yes. At the end of the day, somebody that respects them, they both respect each other. Nowadays, there's so many, I guess with social media, sometimes life doesn't even seem real, like people are so
Jerks.
jerks, they're on the phone, they have this expectation, you have people, some influencers on YouTube saying how a man should treat a woman and how a woman should treat a man. Like, you have what do you call it? I guess the alpha males,
You
you
used to
know,
watch that though.
yeah, but I mean, I never really,
Expected it.
yeah, for me, like, it's just entertaining, yeah,
So that
just somebody that respects them and loves them,
treats them good.
and from a good family too. That comes from a great family. That also helps a lot, honestly.
So that is it for now. That was fun. Thank you for watching this episode. If you guys like what you see, don't forget to comment, like, follow, and bye.
Peace.